What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
It's your girl Jasmine
And your boy Matt.
and we are the
Millennial Tempo. Yep.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, people?
Episode 6?
Yeah. What's up with it?
We are on episode 6.
I know, right? We're really doing this podcast thing.
Yeah, we are. And the feedback has been still amazing. We've been getting more and more texts, more and more feedback. Yep. So we are excited about that.
Yeah, for sure.
But we're going to get right into it. But let me just set the stage for y'all right now. So we got 3-year-old Cody. He's upstairs in his room watching TV.
Yeah, occupied.
He's already had dinner. He's already had his bath.
Yep.
And he's upstairs. Then we have 8-month-old Cannon in his swing on the second floor.
Occupied.
Sleep. He's already 8, but he still has on his school clothes and he hasn't nursed.
Yeah.
So
we had to get in there.
Yeah. So we literally watching the clock right now on this episode because normally the kids are already in bed. They're already asleep. So we're not really pressed, but the kids have to be in bed on time. I'm that mom. Like, my kids got to be in bed on time.
10 by 10.
Yeah.
Move out. Let's
because in the mornings, Cody be, I'm tired, mommy. I'm sleepy. I don't have to potty. Fussing.
All that. I don't deal with none of that.
Yeah. So I be pressed.
Super.
So we got about an hour. Cody, his bedtime is 8:30, but we'll do 9 on special occasions. Yeah. And tonight is a special occasion. We
got to pump this out.
Yeah. And I just started, I'm actually shadowing. I'm getting ready to go to a new unit for the agency that I work for. So yeah, I started shadowing. So you know how you just be trying to be brand new when you just start some stuff. So I've been on time all week.
Put your new face on.
I've been on time all week. Like, and anybody who knows me knows I'm not on time for nothing. And I think next year I'm going to make that my New Year's resolution.
Don't do it. New Year's resolutions don't hold up.
No, I'm going to do it.
Start doing it. Just start being on time for stuff. Yeah. New Year's resolutions it's just wishful thinking for people.
I don't never really make New Year's resolutions. So I feel like if I do make one.
I never complete it.
I never really make them.
Most people don't complete them though. They make them, but it's like
I don't know.
A pipe dream.
I'm gonna try to do better with being on time.
Yeah, let's just say when you move to your new unit permanently,
I'm gonna start something.
You're gonna be on time.
Yeah. Because I really
until everybody else showing up late and you're on time.
See, I don't have those options because I have to be in there when court starts.
Yeah.
So ain't no being late. And when I get to work, I have to eat my breakfast. I have to pump.
Right.
I got to prepare for court.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to have that option to be late.
See, I think for you, though, recreationally, we always late for everything. I think if you were in a work environment where everybody showed up on time and that was the standard, then you'd be on time.
Everybody do be on time.
Ooh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought that, everybody be showing up late or when they want.
In the unit, first up, the unit that I came from wasn't no being late.
But you was always late though.
Maybe like 10 minutes late at the most. I used to be late, but like 10 minutes. I feel like I get a grace period. So I never used to outdo my grace period.
Government employee, you gonna get that grace period.
Yeah, and the drug unit, it wasn't no being late because Ms. Brown was walking around. Oh, you late? And putting you on the calendar, putting you on blast. I was hardly ever late. Yeah. And then it's the second baby. Yeah. Because with Cody, like I said, I used to be late, but it was 10 minutes late. Now, my goal every day that I go to sleep, my goal is to be to work at 8 o'clock. Okay. Most mornings, I don't get, the latest I get to work is like.
So what's your actual report time?
I got until 9 o'clock to be to work. I'm on a flex schedule.
Oh, okay.
But the later I come in, the later I'm supposed to stay.
Yeah.
So.
But if ain't no work to be done.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to put that out there.
Well. Anyways, it's all good for a day's worth of government's work.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't
Anybody who knows government employees know that they got good jobs and they work hard when hard work needs to be done.
Yeah.
Other than that, And that's including myself too. I'm technically a government employee as well. So,
yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be up on time. My goal is to be to work at 8:00. So
yeah.
That's my goal. So I want to have them in bed on time.
That's an easy goal.
Yeah.
That's easily accomplishable.
Yeah. So I guess we could recap a little bit of last week.
Yeah.
One thing that I wanted to bring up. We're actually, this episode is going to be all what should we call it when people write us in and have questions?
People's choice, maybe.
Oh, I like that.
Off the hip. It's people's choice.
Oh, I like that. So I guess when we do episodes where we just got a bunch of questions, it's going to be called the people's choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's work with that. So this episode is going to be the people's choice. So we got a bunch of emails. We got a bunch of DMs. We got a bunch of text messages of questions that people ask. I actually made a post. I was sitting at work. I was like, let me see if I'm going to get some feedback. And I actually got more feedback than I was expecting.
I had peeped that like a few minutes ago. I had just looked and seen that.
Yeah, I got text messages.
Giving feedback. So
I got DMs. I got it
all.
Man.
Shout out to y'all for giving that feedback so we can have some content.
Yeah, so this episode is going to be the people's choice.
All right, let's get into it.
No, we're going to talk about our week.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
One thing that I want to bring up, y'all, that I did that I was just like, okay. I contemplated, it's been, I guess, about a year at this point that I contemplated on doing this, and I finally just fired off on it. And that was getting housekeepers. Oh, yeah.
We got indentured servants. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding.
So, I don't even know what that means. That just went all the way over my head. What does that mean?
An indentured servant? I don't know. You gotta look it up. I don't know the exact definition. But anyways, yeah, we have people who come clean our home. Yeah, and y'all,
first off, my parents, they have house cleaning people. And my mama was probably in her 50s. No, she was younger than that.
How old is she right now?
My mama like 54. So she done had cleaning people since they lived on Ivy Park.
Ivy Park?
So they moved there in 2010.
So about 9 years, 8 months, probably so like 8 years.
In her 40s.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I get it. She was able to maintain she only had one kid.
Yeah.
She didn't have as much of a commute as we have.
Right, big commute.
And our house is bigger. Right. So I've been kind of like going back and forth with myself, like, okay, my mama did this. My mama kept her house clean. And granted, once I got
should we, right?
Right, like does this make sense to do?
Yeah.
And she actually was the one that was on me. Yeah. And was like, Jasmine, just stop stressing yourself out, because I would be venting to her and be like, Mom, I don't even look forward to the weekends.
Right.
Because my weekends are cleaning up my house.
Yeah.
It's laundry, vacuum, clean the bathrooms. We got 4 bathrooms.
Right. Yeah.
That we have to keep clean.
Right.
We got how many bedrooms? 5?
Well, yeah. Technically, 5 and a bedroom without a window.
Okay, so 6 bedrooms that we got to keep clean. So for me, I be stressed. I don't look forward to the weekends because I have to clean up, and I fired off, and I feel good.
Yeah.
Like the fact that all that I really have to worry about is washing dishes and doing laundry. I ain't even
gonna lie. I mean, I'm satisfied with it. At first, I was kind of like, a maid service? Do we really need a maid service? You know what I mean? I was on the fence about it because I just was on the fence about it. I was like, well, do we need that expense right now? And then I was like, can we do it ourselves? So I started evaluating, like, we definitely can use the help. You know what I mean? It's just not enough time in the day. You know what I mean? It's not gonna break the piggy bank for us to do it. In the frequency that we're doing it. So it's like, I think it's a good idea. You know what I mean? If people can afford to do it, then and they don't have the time necessarily, because like you said, we got long commutes. I mean, so it take an hour and a half for me to get home.
We commute 4 hours a day.
Yeah, you know what I mean? To put things in perspective, I just bought a new car. And I've had it for probably about 2 months now at this point. You know,
I don't remember when
if
you got that
even
car.
that. You know what I mean? It probably was June.
I don't know why I don't remember when you got that car.
I've had it for 2 months, and I've already put 6,000 miles on it. So, and I've only taken it out of town once to Charlotte. So we have long commutes. So by the time we get off work and we get home, and you know, we pick up the pieces from the mess that we made that day, the day is over with. Like, you know, it's nothing left to do but eat, shower, and go to bed.
And try to have some time, some quality time, and some time with our children.
Right, because we can't forget that, because, you know, they already are at school and we're already at work more than what we spend time together. So we try to, you know, have some kind of, you know, bonding time together, or whatever it may be, whether it's sitting down on the couch, watching TV together, it's playing with the kids,
reading a book,
something, you know what I mean? Something just to get that time in. So having the people come clean the house, it's just a really like convenient thing, and it helps our household for sure.
And my sanity, like I felt,
and they did a really good job.
They did great, and I was really shocked that you actually admitted how good they were.
Yeah, because I was shocked myself.
Because I was like, he ain't gonna admit it.
Because even I still was on the fence then, even with the, you know, when they came, like I still was like, you know, is the value there having somebody clean the house when we're fully capable of doing it ourselves? But they did a really good job though, because I feel like even, and this goes the same, and this is not to take away from anybody who's in the car washing business, but I am the type of person where I feel like nobody can wash my car better than me. Like nobody cares that much to wash it and be as detailed as I'm going to be. So I felt like that about my house until we had these people come and clean the house, and I was like, these people did a good job. You know, I mean,
I don't know if we have any. I don't even know what their name is. I was gonna give her a shout out, but I don't even remember the company's name. You know, so I'll get back to y'all. I will give y'all, just in case we have any DMV people that are listening, because they are awesome.
Yeah, they did a really good job. Really good job. So.
Yeah, but what else did we do last week? Last week.
I can't even really recall anything super notable. Well, we went to a wedding party on Saturday.
Oh yeah,
no.
Oh no, we got a lot.
Let's hold on before we talk about Saturday. Slow me down, y'all. Slow me down.
We cannot take up too much time. I don't want to talk about this.
I'm gonna talk about it. Look,
be mindful. I do not want to talk about this.
Everything has a third order of effect or whatever. So anyways, you were directly affected by something which indirectly affected me. How? And also the children.
Come on now.
So Friday.
Come on now. So, he being dramatic.
So listen.
I don't want to talk about this.
It's okay. Hey, listen, we're not going to mention any names. So if the person happens to be listening to this that is involved in this, then you will remain anonymous throughout this story. But I'm going to tell my perspective. Jasmine does not have to speak on this topic. She don't want to talk about it? Fine. But I'm going to put it out there because it affected me. So,
it didn't affect him.
It did. So, Jasmine comes to me. Hey, babe, you know, I got invited to this little shindig on Friday, and I want to go. I was like, yeah, I have no problem with that. Go do your thing. So Friday comes around. We get off work, you know, she comes home. We hang out for a little bit. She goes and leaves. Now, she takes the new car, which is totally fine.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing, but
that don't have nothing to do with it.
I'm telling my side of the story. So here's how the third report. I put, right before I came home, I filled the tank up. No problem. She can drive.
My car was on E and it was dark outside.
Her car was on E.
My gas light was on.
That's nonetheless.
Yeah.
Who cares, right?
That's why I took your car.
Right. Who cares anyways? Okay. Like, it's gas. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's around here clocking who puts what gas and how much people drive what car. We don't care. We drive the cars. And if you got the car, you put the gas in it. If you don't, you don't, whatever. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, I fill the tank up before I come home, right? Boom. Because I know we're going to drive the car Saturday and I need gas. Anyways, she leaves, goes off, you know, gets to this event one of her associates invites her to. And she's like, I texted her, I was like, hey, you know, how's everything going? She's like, everything is going great. This is my type of vibe. You know, we got hookah, some drinks, some chicks. We kind of just, you know, kicking it. It's a kickback, essentially. I'm like, okay, cool. So time goes on. And I text her again, and I was like, hey, how's things going? You know? And she was like, man, this a damn pyramid party. Hey.
Man, he didn't already pop the cherry on the conversation, man. Y'all, I got. And I think I was more offended than anything.
Yeah, you should have been.
Why would you tell me? Give
you the option
to say if I wanted to come or not. Like, it was like when you try to sell those. Are they officially called pyramid?
Man, I'm calling it a pyramid.
Yeah, where you have to pay some money, and then you get 4 people to pay some money up under you, and then 4 more people pay some money up under you.
They offer a service, you know.
And when I was there, when I first got there, they was like trying to set up like a TV screen. I'm like, oh, what y'all doing? And she was like, oh, we're trying to get something set up. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm thinking it's for a game.
You know, listen, my wife is going out. She thinking she going to a associate's house to hang out, smoke some hookah, and socialize. Yeah, she didn't think she was going to no doggone business presentation for a pyramid scheme, because had she known that, she wouldn't have drove an hour to go to that. No, because she don't want to be involved.
I hate them.
You know,
I hate it.
Exactly. You don't got time for it. You go to work every day. You make good money. You have insurance. You're not gonna quit your job. You got a retirement plan. You're not gonna quit your job to do a pyramid.
And that's what they kept saying. Like,
that doesn't woo us.
Don't you want to quit your job? I'm like, this is not gonna give me no health benefits. Like, what are you talking about?
Are you nuts? Quit my good federal job to go work in a pyramid scheme?
And which I'm not knocking, but I'm not knocking nobody who does it. I'm definitely not knocking anybody who does it. But I am knocking. It's not for me. And I'm knocking the manner as to which I was invited to this party and not informed. That's what I'm knocking. Like, tell me, like, hey, I'm doing this. I'm involved in this thing, and I want you to come check it out. Come check it out.
We're gonna be hanging out. We're gonna have some hookah.
Somebody who gonna come talk for like 20 minutes.
We're gonna have some drinks.
Like, you could have at least lied to me and told me that. Like, oh, he only gonna talk for 20 minutes, and then we gonna finish up the party.
Right. We're gonna have some drinks. We're gonna smoke a little hookah. We're gonna eat a little bit. And I want to just show you and some of my other friends what it is that I'm doing to see if you want to be involved. Yeah. That would have been too easy. Yeah. Instead of being very vague and misleading and having you come somewhere expecting one thing, and then all of a sudden
decorated nice,
somebody trying to put pressure on you to invest in something.
Yeah, I was a little offended.
Like, what I mean, what is that? First of all, how the hell do you invite somebody to a business opportunity and y'all smoking and drinking anyway? I don't want to be involved in this. Because you are trying to get me to make a decision, an emotional decision based off of the drinks I done had, the smoke, the environment, the food. Bro, if we talking about business, I'm not coming here to, we can party afterwards, after we start making some money. But if you trying to, that's, no.
I think, no. I guess.
You're not finna woo me into no dumb, nah, man. Nah.
I ain't knocking nobody.
And like she said, nope. Not at all.
I did not like that I was invited thinking I was coming to an all girls kickback game night type shindig, and that's not what it was. So no. I was definitely offended. Yeah. And I haven't even expressed this to her. That's why I was kind of like, I don't want to bring it up, but I don't really. We're cool people.
Nah, right? we don't. Yeah, they're cool, but we don't rock like that though. Yeah. You know what I mean? We don't rock like that at all. You know what I mean? You want to be forthcoming with people, straight up front, not deceiving, especially if you're trying to build a relationship with somebody. You don't want to be deceiving.
You think it was deceiving though?
Yes, absolutely.
I guess I get people.
If somebody hits you up and like, hey, I'm having a little get together, come through. Yeah, we're gonna be kicking it, drinking and cooling, and then the next thing you know, somebody turn the TV on and there's somebody in another state or wherever they at trying to sell you.
Like, it was never something. No introduction. It was like the TV thing started working, and somebody just started talking. And I was thinking it was like some live game. Like, I was really sitting there looking stupid. I really thought, like, okay, this is a part of the game. Because it was somebody like, oh, like hype. It was a female. She was so hyped. She was like, oh, yeah, y'all. Okay. Oh, I see so-and-so just joined us. Hey, girl, what's up? Oh, I see so-and-so just joined us. What's up?
Video chat.
Yeah, it's like I guess a group Skype type thing or something. I don't know. But I was completely lost. And then I just seen like the picture pop up with, oh, this is what you need to do, blah, blah, blah. I was like, are you kidding me?
Listen, I was on her phone like, leave right
and I didn't
now.
even know how to leave.
Get up.
I didn't even know what was how to do it, so I just went to sleep.
Get up on and go to the host and say, hey,
no, I couldn't
this is not what I'm here for.
I couldn't
I do not mean any harm, but I'm getting ready to go. Thank you for your hospitality.
I couldn't do
and
that.
Politely exit and come home or whatever. But I definitely would have bounced. But anyways, I just wanted to share that story with you all because it was just hilarious at the time.
It was funny.
It was hilarious.
We laughed. I'm talking about I was in there lit.
Because Jasmine will excited. Find herself in these type of situations. She is the one.
Gullible.
Super gullible.
I'm so gullible.
Oh man. Super duper. But it's okay.
For me to be in the type of work environment that I'm in,
you would think you'd be hyper vigilant.
But I am, but I ain't.
But you ain't though.
But I give people the benefit of the doubt, like,
right.
especially
people who you respect. Yeah.
I'm like,
people
right,
who seem respectable and
you
like
invite
you.
Me? What's up? Let's chill, So I got, but
it's okay though. Not a major loss. Not really a loss at all. It's
more
of a learning experience.
The food was good.
You got to get more details.
I was a little tipsy, and the food was good.
Yeah, food was good. Okay.
So it wasn't no complete lie, and I took a nap.
Yo, the host of the party though, I need like $25 on that gas though.
Shut up.
You know what I'm saying? That 6.4 liter V8 does not skimp on the gas. Oh my God,
be quiet.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Anyways.
And then the next day, our kids went to the club, y'all.
Yo, seriously.
It was so cool.
Yeah, seriously. But so like a coworker of mine, she got married. Well, two coworkers of mine, they married each other. And they had a reception, very nice reception in DC.
So nice.
At a venue called Hawthorne.
It was a rooftop party.
Very nice, fully catered, open bar, nice vibes.
It wasn't open bar. You had to have tickets. That's not considered open bar.
It's not?
No.
Even if you have tickets, like
no, it's not considered open bar. Open bar is completely what's up.
That's essentially that's what that was though. That was like
it's technically
I
term.
drank as much as I possibly could.
Yeah, because she gave you extra tickets.
Yeah, even the guy downstairs gave me more tickets.
But they gave you tickets.
Okay,
so it's not considered.
What is that
open
called
bar.
then?
It's just called I guess like a prepaid bar. I don't know, but it's not considered open bar. Open bar is when you don't have to pay nothing. You don't need nothing. You just walk in and say, can I have? Oh,
okay. Well,
yeah.
That's new every day.
Yeah, I learned that from the wedding, planning a wedding.
Oh, okay. Nonetheless.
Because we had that option to do tickets.
Yeah.
Do open bar or cash bar.
And ours was open bar, correct?
Yes, our wedding was open bar.
Yeah. But nonetheless, though, it was a dope vibe. And yeah, it was the club. It was on the top floor. And if you don't know much about DC, the majority of the clubs are multi-level. Mm-hmm. So there's some form of stairs involved. So on the first 2 or 3 floors, it's just regular club goers.
Yeah, it was.
And we had to walk through with the kiddos to get to the top floor.
It was so awkward at first. Like one of the ladies you could tell she was slumped. She was slizzard. She dancing in the middle of the floor. Yeah. And she was like in our way as we was trying to walk through.
Literally white girl wasted.
Tapped her and was like, move out the way. She felt like she was so shamed. She was like, oh my God, those are kids. Yeah. And we just smiling like, oh my God, this is so awkward.
It was awkward on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Because we like, damn, we got our kids in this environment.
Yeah.
Like we can't even fault them. They doing what they supposed to be doing. Right. If you in the club, by all means, turn up.
Get lit. And then you got 2 little kids coming through with their eyes wide
open, looking at everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it was more kids there. Cody and Cannon weren't the only kids there. So correct. It was cool.
Yeah, it was a kid-friendly environment that was on the invitation.
But
so.
yeah, and then Cody was sitting at the table, and the table was full of drinks. He had his cup of water. Somebody had like a margarita or something.
Yeah.
Which is actually one of Matt's very, very good coworkers. She's awesome lady that works with him. And her drink was sitting right there, and then my drink was right there, and Cody got a sip of margarita.
He did.
It was so funny.
He
grabbed it on accident. He thought it was his water. He grabbed it, took a sip, and he was like, well, I mean, you can't see me. But he was just like, he immediately put it down. But I swear my baby was lit after that.
He was lit.
I swear my baby got drunk.
He was, though.
He was dancing.
He already, he already an entertainer anyway.
Yeah.
He liked the spotlight. But he was really on.
Yeah, had him a good time. And
he was so on. The eyes was closed and all while he was dancing. I was like, look at this man here.
Yeah,
he danced with everybody, wife and woman up in there.
Man, and Cannon, I tell you, my baby is not no. Well, we've already told y'all, Cannon not friendly, and he had him a ball. Them ladies was passing
he was going from
him
on
around.
To
he was in heaven.
Yep. He
ended up actually falling asleep in somebody's arms, and that never happens. This man don't fall asleep unless he on my boob or in his swing. Them the only two places
he gonna fall asleep. Well, outside of in the car in motion, but
yeah, the car seat while it's going. That swing that he done about outgrew, and I'm so nervous.
Just about because he be about to climb out that joint. That swing been working wonders for him though, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh, you put that thing on 6 and crank that music on.
Yeah, he good.
Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Oh man,
it's
by the time that song go off,
over out. And then on my boob, that's it.
Yeah.
So that was exciting. We had a good time. It was so fun. It was such a good outing to be able to dress the kids up. I had put both of the kids out on their cute outfits.
Uh-huh.
Matt and I had got dressed. Matt was fly. I had put on some makeup for the first time in
looking
months.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I got cute. Put some heels on.
My chick bag looking like a bag of money. Oh.
Yeah, so we had a great time. It was such a good environment. Everybody was just helping me with the kids. It was awesome.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of help with the kids. So it was good to have where it ain't just me and her that's handling the kids the whole time. Other people want to love on them as well. Mm-hmm. So I was able
to have me a drink. I was able to nurse at the party.
Right, eat comfortably.
Yeah, I was literally sitting there, my baby on my titty, and was having conversations like it was nothing.
Yep.
So that was awesome.
Yep. Yeah. Real good vibes.
Yeah, so that was our weekend. It was cool. But let's get into these emails.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, so
mind you guys, I have no idea what's really coming. I mean, like I said, I seen some of the questions earlier on I think
you seen the social media ones, but you haven't seen the DM and the text ones.
Nah, I haven't.
So I'm actually go to a social media one first. She was actually the first person to respond, so I definitely want to get her question answered before we hit our 9:00 mark.
Let's do it.
Before I have to get my baby in bed. But all right. And if we don't get to your question, we will definitely get to it next week for sure. Yeah. So do not feel like we forgot about you, and I'll actually send you a private DM or a text message or whatever to let you know whether or not your question is going to be on this week or next week's topic.
Yeah, we're going to definitely get to it.
All right. So first question is, your sex drive appetite after having kids. Did it change for the better or the worse?
That's a question for the both of us?
Of course. Your sex drive.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
Your sex drive appetite after having kids.
Yeah. How is there a difference from before and after through our relationship?
I say within our relationship. And I'm a I don't know. Yeah, okay, so I'm about to speak very personally.
How personal?
The fact that I suffer from endometriosis. So prior to, I say after Cody, our sex life was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty good because number one, prior to Cody, I suffered really, really bad from endometriosis. My pains were awful. It was so bad. And then we ended up having Cody. And after I had him, I didn't have a period, and I didn't have any endometriosis symptoms. So we had sex pretty often. After I finished breastfeeding Cody, and I ended up starting my period back, the endometriosis symptoms came back, and then I ended up getting pregnant right after that with Cannon. In the beginning of my pregnancy, my symptoms was horrible. Like, I was sick. I had endometriosis symptoms. It was pretty bad as soon as I got pregnant with Cannon. I've had Cannon since then. I don't have any endometriosis symptoms, and I don't have a period still since I've had him because I breastfeed. And my appetite for sex pretty much sucks because I'm exhausted all the time.
Yeah.
So I would say it got worse. My appetite for sex has gotten worse.
With kids, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that because I don't suffer from any endometriosis pain right now.
Yeah.
And I don't suffer from any pain during sex.
Yeah.
Sex is good right now to me right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in any pain. I don't have any period. So there's no days that's like, oh, I can't have sex, or I'm waiting on my period, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have any of those issues. But by the time we finally get an opportunity to where we have alone time, I'm exhausted.
And she a sleepyhead. Like sleep is high on the priority list for her. Like, she has to have her sleep, and she's going to get it.
And I don't function right without it.
She does not compromise with it. Like, she takes, I'm going to get 8 hours to the heart.
Yeah, because I don't function.
Yeah.
I'm even later waking up.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy throughout the day. I try, and then I still technically don't get 8 hours.
Yeah.
On average, I'm still only getting six to 7 hours.
Yeah.
So unless I go to sleep right at 8 o'clock, if I'm up at 5, I'm still not getting 8 hours.
Right.
So yeah, for me it changed. I think that I guess I can't blame it on the fact that I have endometriosis. That was definitely the reason why before kids.
Yeah, it was the case at one point.
Yeah, but since after we had Cody, I was fine.
Yeah.
But since I've had Cannon, yeah. And this is my little slogan that I like to say is, I'm a daytime pumper.
Yeah.
Like, if it's daytime and we got the time to get it in, I'm with it. But when it's dark outside, it's time to go to sleep.
Right. Except for we don't have any time during the daytime.
But I be trying to tell him. But I be trying to tell him to let's just come right in the house and let's just go.
It doesn't work like that.
But we could. It could work like that. We just come right in the house. See, and I try to tell this man all the time, Matt, let's come right in. Let's take showers. Get Cody his shower, and be done.
Yeah.
And if we did that, we could at least squeeze it in before doing all the chores. And then by the time we're done with the chores, we're done.
Yeah.
We'll
try it out.
I keep saying that.
We'll
like,
try to change the schedule like that.
I'm a daytime pumper.
Daytime pumper shorty.
So so that's why on the weekends he gets it, because we got the daytime.
Yeah.
On the weekend I got you.
Yeah.
But at nighttime on the weekend, like, if you don't wait it too late, then you short till the next day.
Yeah.
So what about you?
Nothing's changed for me. I'm go gadget. You know what I'm saying? So I'm that. I've been that throughout the duration. Hasn't slowed down whatsoever. I can be dead tired mentally, physically. I'm always gonna be woke. So I think the biggest thing for me is just kind of adjusting to like her, like what it is that she wants, like her needs. Okay, she tired, whatever. Just kind of having to adjust, because as a young man, I always thought like, you get married, it's supposed to be frequent, like basically when you want it. You know what I'm saying?
And it should be. And I'm not against that.
some instances it is. No, hold on, let me finish. Some instances it is like that. You know what I'm saying? But you also have to understand that certain scenarios call for certain things. So like she said, the endometriosis, you know what I mean? It was new for her and it was new for me. It's fresh in our relationship. You know, so I have an expectation as a young man. Hey,
now this man is talking with his eyes closed and it's really, really like throwing me off. Open your eyes. Like, what are you doing right now?
I'm getting married. I'm thinking through my thoughts as I'm talking about it. So, hey, I'm getting married. I don't need no distractions. So, hey, I'm getting married. I should be able to, you know, have as much sex as I want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm living with a female at this point in my life for the first time. So I'm thinking like that's just how it's going to go. You know, I'm going to go from single to, you know, intermittently, you know, doing my thing to married to whenever I want. But you always got to account for the other person's scenarios, feelings, circumstances. And those circumstances become your circumstances. So, you know, you just got to adjust.
I don't usually deny you, though. We can't say that. There's not many times where you be like, let's go. And I be like, no.
Well,
I might not want to do it.
Right. Which in the sense is, it's not really denying me, but if you're not into it, then it's not just...
It's not that I don't be into it, because once we get going, I'm good.
Yeah, once we get going, you are good, correct. But initially, like...
Yeah, I'm like...
But yeah, if it's like that, then I just don't even want to bother.
That's not true.
Yes,
you still be like...
I'm still going to go. I told you I'm going to go gadget. But, like I said, though, I still just be less hesitant. More hesitant because... I feel like it should be a mutual type thing, like activity. If it's not mutual and it's just like, now granted, like I said, I'm go gadget. She's whatever. I'm ready to go. But I still feel like it should be a mutual. So when somebody don't want to do something, it's not gonna be as great as it would be as if somebody if you wanted to do it.
Well, see, my thing is
if you were in the mood.
To, as a woman wants to feel made to you're supposed to put me in a position where I want you, where I want to have sex,
right?
And that's where we go back and forth. We've been going back and forth about this for years.
Yeah,
like a woman wants to feel like some type of something for them to want to have sex,
right? And
if I don't get that, if I get you want to have sex,
like what you trying to do?
Yeah, like
if you get something like that.
I'm not in the mood. No, that doesn't turn me on. A woman wants to feel wanted. A woman wants for you to come rub on her booty, caress her butt, kiss on her neck.
Right.
Start from her feet, rub her feet.
Right.
And then say, oh, let me offer you a massage. Let me massage your feet.
Yeah.
And work your way on up.
Correct.
Or a woman
until
just
it becomes
wants you,
a habit of until it becomes like kind of what we dibble and dabble out of, almost like a task. You know what I mean? To where it becomes a task, like, okay, it's late, let's go ahead and knock this out and go to bed. When that kind of mind state ingrained, especially somebody like me, then that's just what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like the weekend,
I'm so tired of that excuse.
Are we up? You know what I'm saying? Or this is what we're doing.
Because I initiate
but that's
sex.
how I think, though.
No, because I initiate sex, I say pretty often when we're on up and up, everything, I initiate sex, and I think that I initiate sex in a manner to where you like, oh yeah, she want me. But
I'm go gadget.
But you don't initiate sex for me to be like, oh yeah, come get me.
You can
girl.
wink at me, and I'm like, oh yeah, she want it. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that that's what you do, but I'm just using that as an example though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm beyond going with it. But anyways,
we're getting away from the question.
We're getting off the beaten path. To reel it back in, no change for me. More or less change.
But and I wanna speak up on women's behalf to let you know that I get it. I can understand how your sex drive can change.
Yeah.
You're tired, you're dealing with kids and all of that, but you have to be mindful. And I will say that, I'm mindful. When I realize like, oh God, okay, it's been 2 days. All right, Jasmine. All right, girl. put your big girl panties on and just, realize that you're not going to get your 8 hours, and girl, just go ahead and initiate it, because you got a good ass husband, so you need to make sure you get that man them buns. So ladies, if you're in this predicament where your sex drive has has taken a toll with having children, working, doing all your day-to-day activities, just be mindful that if you have a good husband, a good man, good whatever your situation is, just be mindful. And try to do better, because I will say this, that I try to do better. I think about doing better. Yeah. So I want to put in the effort, but I have a lot of issues health-wise going on with me lately, which I don't want to really get into. So he understands what's going on. Yeah. So I think we're okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can even go as far as to maybe even try to come up with a schedule. It may at least something to go off of, a template. Or you don't have to abide by it, but at least say, all right, at least twice a week we're gonna try to do something. You know what I'm saying? And
my goal is three times a week. Three times a week for me is like, yes. Or every other day. But ladies, let me also say this, that if you don't feel like having sex, just be his meat. just beat the meat. And just beat the meat, ladies. Beat the meat. Just do it for him real quick.
You was crazy.
Or, if you want to do the oral thing, that's cool too. But just try to get one off for him. And that's what I've learned is
subsidize.
Yeah. And I've learned this just from listening to different podcasts and stuff, that men are totally satisfied. I know Matt's pretty satisfied when I do it. He's like, okay, this will work. Yeah, so if you haven't tried that you can go for that too. I mean, it's a few minutes of, a little hand work, and, sometimes you can look at TV and do it,
Yeah. Yeah.
You could be watching TV and just kind of just beat the meat, ladies. Beat the meat. Okay? Just beat it.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's good advice.
Yeah. All right. So, we're going to move on.
We actually got some, and we're going to do all those this time, but we have some in the other mailbox too.
Do we?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm. All right. So, next question is, do you feel like you have to maintain your marriage to a certain standard for the sake of society and the couples who look up to your marriage? You go ahead with that one.
So, do we have to maintain our marriage to a certain standard for the sake of putting on for society and people who are on the outside looking in at our marriage, who may
look up to your marriage.
Look up to our marriage? I don't think so. Mm-mm. And I say that not only just how we think and how we are, but a good example and display of that is just us doing this podcast right now. I mean, we're inviting people into our marriage and are showing people that everything is not glitter, glamour, and gold. This is real life. We go through things, and we are willing to share that. We're not trying to portray ourselves as just this perfect couple, right?
Because if people do look at our social media, they probably can maybe think that,
right?
Because we don't really put out outside of this podcast,
right?
We don't really put our issues, like, right? Nobody never know we was just arguing
on Facebook, like, man, I'm upset today. I can't stand this mother bleep bleep bleep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
we too grown for that. Like, that's that's not IMO. So.
And then what I always say is our arguments are so petty,
big petty.
They're so stupid. Oh my god,
big petty.
Like,
petty.
We was just arguing an hour ago.
Marriage arguments, just petty.
Yeah, we just was arguing an hour ago, but now, like, I'm looking at him, I'm like, ooh, he fine.
Hey,
so that's just how it
thinking
goes.
The same thing about you, girl.
He lying.
Ain't I though? Nah, I'm playing.
But nah, yeah. So do you feel like you have to maintain your marriage to a certain standard for the sake of society? No, As far as a certain standard, go by your own tempo, man. Ain't no two households ran the same.
Nah.
So if you feel like you need society to dictate how you run your household, you ain't right, man. I think social media has made people think that they have to portray a certain standard in order to look like their marriage is working.
Right.
It's under God.
I think social media
for better or for worse.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
They go by your own beat, because like I've said and like I always say, everybody ain't doing the same thing I'm doing as a woman, but it worked for her man.
Right.
Or what and everybody not doing what Matt is doing, but for another woman, it would not work for her what Matt does in his marriage.
Right, exactly.
So no, like,
yeah. And like you said, with social media, which is a big influence on our society, I think social media puts a lot of false hope in people. It puts a lot of false, what's the word I'm looking for? Like expectations for people. I mean, it's social media. Everything on social media is editable.
It's glamour and glitz. Yeah. Glitz and glamour. Isn't that what they call it?
It's editable. So, like, I mean, you got filters. People only put out what they want you to know. And the majority of people are only going to put out good things. Some things are fabricated. You know what I mean? So people have these false realities that they're trying to live up to in their real lives. And, they have these unrealistic expectations. And when you go into something with unrealistic expectations, like, it's kind of hard for it to really sustain, especially if you're comparing it to something that you're seeing on social media.
And another thing is, I'm not going to look up to your marriage if it looks too perfect to me. Because what do I have to look up to? I'm not looking up to that. That's too perfect.
Right.
That's not realistic for me. Right. So I want to look up to a marriage that has gone through many trials and tribulations.
Stood the test of time.
Yes, that's the type of marriage that I want to look up to.
Yeah.
So no. Do you feel like you have to maintain your marriage to a certain standard?
Nah,
no.
It doesn't influence us at all. I mean, it's really nothing. It's nothing out there that even from the start. Like, I was raised to not do, to do things to kind of be different and to not really take the usual path to things. Like that's just how my mama raised me to be. Like, just to be different and to kind of think for yourself. You know what I mean? So even at the very beginning of our relationship, if it was like something to where it was that serious, that's what we thought, what society thought, like, I would have proposed to her in a different manner, or she would have told me no just based off of my proposal. So we really don't even have those type of personalities. Like, I proposed to her not in front of a camera, in her apartment, not on one knee, just straight up asked her to marry me. So I mean, that's the foundation of our relationship right there. Is just a real scenario, not really a fairy tale or what society says is right. And here we are still grinding. So nah, that's not how we rock.
Yeah. So hopefully that answered your question. Next question. Finances within a marriage.
Yeah.
Not exact numbers, of course, but like deciding who pays what and how to decide smoothly.
Yeah. I think, you want me to go first?
Yeah,
Let me go first. So for us, it's been trial and error. We've tried, a few different methods, and honestly, it's fluid. It's how like they say something's a living document. Like, finances in your relationship is a living document, because your pay may increase or decrease throughout your marriage, depending on what's going on. So you have to adjust accordingly. I'm in the military. We move. There are times where Jasmine is employed. There are times when Jasmine is unemployed. Depending on where we live, there are times where I make more money than I would if I was living in somewhere where the cost of living was a little bit lower. So it's all fluid. You know what I mean? But we come together and we look at our finances overall, and we say, hey, let's try something. Let's see if this will work. And we go from there. We work it. You know what I mean? If it works, then we continue on. If not, then we're like, okay, we need to adjust this. Mm-hmm. Maybe you need to pick this bill up and do this. Maybe you buy this this like groceries or something like that. You take this, and you pay phone bill or whatever the case, insurance. So we try things like that. Like, I don't think it's no really set standard of how somebody should do the finances in their household, because things change.
And my opinion on it, and this is how I walked into our marriage with finances, was he's the head of my household. Yeah. And as the head of my household, you are the provider, you're the protector, you're all of that of my household. Yeah. And me as the woman, I'm here to pitch in where you need. Yeah. So for me, I always come to him and say, what do you want me to pay? Right. And that's just how it's been. Right, I feel like, and then I just think that as a man, that should be your responsibility. Your responsibility is to provide and to protect. Right. And I also feel like, if a woman going to work, a woman's supposed to pitch in. But as a man, you want to be able to dictate, okay, hey, I got this. Because as a man, you want to say that, I could pay all these bills. Correct. That's what you would like to say. Right. Yeah. That's exactly what you would like to say, is that I pay all these bills, your money for traveling and the kids. Right. Which is, how traditionally people would run things. Right. But for us, we pretty much, we get the bills. Okay, boom, boom, boom. We got this. Yeah. And I come to Matt and I say, hey, what do I need to pay? Right. And he gonna say, okay, this your bill, this your bill, this your bill. And I'm like, all right. Yeah. And he knows that if he gets low, he know to call me or text me or whatever and say I need something. Right. And I'm gonna cash app it to him, and then we boom. Right. And I pay for all vacations and stuff. I typically do the groceries. Yep. I don't pay as many bills as he pay, obviously. But I have bills. I pay quite a few bills. But as far as anything leisure, I typically pay. I do groceries, buy the household stuff, buy all the kids' clothes. I typically Big Sam's Club business. Right. Buy his clothes mostly, buy his shoes. If he say he wants some J's, he know he can come to me and be like, all right, I'm trying to get the J's and I'm going to get them for him. Yeah. So that's how we do it. But back to the question, but like deciding who pays it and decide it smoothly, I think it just really is based off how your household is ran. Yeah. I have a friend who, I'm gonna tell you how I grew up. My parents, they're still married. My parents, I don't think they've ever had joint accounts. Mm-hmm. I don't think it, not to my knowledge. So I think that in their household is kind of ran like ours, where my dad just says, okay, this is what I need you to pay. Yeah. And my mom pays that, which I don't think is much, but she has a few bills that she pay. And as far as traveling and leisure and household stuff, that's what she pays. Yeah. And he pays all the other bills. Now I have another friend who her husband, they have just joint accounts. Right. Yeah. All the money goes in one pot and they pay all the bills. And I asked her one time, I said, so how do y'all buy each other gifts if y'all got joint accounts? Because for me, I thought that was silly. Uh-huh. Like how I really came to her. I was like, I just would find it hard to be bragging about, oh yeah, my man bought me this, my man bought me that, when technically he did. Yeah. Like, you bought that. Yeah. I mean, technically you paid half. He's spending y'all money. Right. Yeah. You paid half on it. So is it as cool to have a gift when it's a joint bank account? And she was like, we each have our own credit card. Uh-huh. And whenever we decide to do gifts or do anything outside of the norm, we use our credit card. And then, with our little savings or whatever that we have, because I think they had their own savings account, but they had their main account was one pot. And she said that they would use their credit cards that they had that was separate, and then would pay it back whatever, like with their savings or whatever. So I was like, okay, all right, I get it. But I think it's just whatever you comfortable with. I don't think there's no standard. I don't think it's no standard as far as joint accounts, separate accounts, who pays what. I don't think there should be no standard. But I think that if one person is uncomfortable with how their bank account's looking, then you need to sit down at the table and you need to figure it out.
Gotta have that conversation.
You gotta have it out. Shouldn't no one person, if both of y'all sitting back and you might be struggling, but shouldn't no one person be feeling like they're overwhelmed with paying bills?
Correct. Yeah. You gotta be vocal about that.
You have to.
So to add on to that, just add on the overall thing. I think that, so even with the scenario with the joint bank account and the 2 separate credit cards and, the individual savings and stuff like that, and even how we got it going on where you got your account, I got my account, whatever, it's still the same household regardless. Like what you net every month in your household is what you net every month, regardless of if it's drawing from your Bank of America savings account or checking account or drawing from my Navy Federal checking, whatever the case may be. It's still something that is coming out of the collectiveness of what we have going on here. Yeah. So regardless if it's sitting in the same institution or not, really doesn't matter. The biggest thing is just the conversation and understanding of where what is coming from. So because essentially her money is my money and my money is her money, although it's in different institutions or whatever, it doesn't matter. We're still sharing money.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's one thing that I love and respect about Matt is he's always, even though our money is separate. It's separate in the mug.
Right.
Because he don't have no access to my money and I don't have any access to his money.
Right.
However, anytime we have conversations, he's still going to say, we, our, this, that, we, our. And I love and respect that because I will admit in the beginning, I don't think that I necessarily had that mindset to that extent to where for instance, like if you're doing something specifically just for you that don't, it's not going to make or break you, nothing about me or nothing. I didn't feel like you needed to say, oh, do we have the money to, let's say, go buy to, just for you to go on a small weekend trip or whatever, or just for you to go get a section in the club for your birthday. You say, oh, no, this is what I'm going to do for myself. But you're going to say, let's see, do we have the money for that? Where I wouldn't care. It's your birthday. Spend your money like you want to.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's your birthday.
Right.
I think you're supposed to spend your money how you want to, do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But you're still going to say, do we have the money to get a section for my birthday?
Right.
So I definitely love and respect that about you.
Oh, okay. Well, appreciate it, baby.
So it's just whatever floats your boat in your household when it comes to finances, and it's so big because a lot of people,
because that's one of the things that'll break a relationship.
Yep, it sure will.
It's finances, and another thing is communication, but those two things go hand in hand. You got to be able to communicate and talk about your finances in order to make them work. So regardless of if they're in the same banking institution or in a separate institution, or whether or not the husband is paying all the bills or the wife is paying all the bills and the husband is using their savings or the wife is using their savings or their income as savings and travel, leisure money, groceries, whatever the case may be. Like I said, it's different for everybody household. Everybody has different incomes and circumstances, but you just got to find that happy medium and understand that even if it's not in the same institution, it's still the income for the entire household regardless. There's no mine or yours per se, because at the end of the day, it's still for the household. What you're bringing in is still in the household regardless if it's in different institutions. So if you just take that kind of, if you take that mind state that regardless of where it's at in whatever institution, it's still for the household and run with that, then you can make your decisions based off of that.
Yeah, and just keep in mind that everybody's supposed to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Shouldn't one person, if one person uncomfortable, you both better be uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah. For real. So
shouldn't one person
that goes back to that communication piece.
Yeah. And speak up.
And you gotta
we went and y'all, this is 7-8 years of us talking.
Right.
Because, we went through some nasty phase, financially wise. We went through a nasty financial struggle. It wasn't really no struggle, but it wasn't no struggle. It was no communication.
It was just no communication. You know, it was just me basically feeling overwhelmed
and not
speaking up. You know what I mean? So, you know.
So yeah, whatever. Take it from us. From that day after that went down, he don't have no problem. We like, hey, I'm short.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, straight up. Like, yo, especially because, man, unexpected stuff come up all the time. You know what I mean? Like, we're straight. Our finances is super straight. But, like, stuff just happens. You know what I mean?
Especially
like,
that raggedy car you just got.
Not only the raggedy car I just sold, right? My baby. Talking trash about my baby. But just also being homeowners. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's always something that can be done, fixed. We got a beautiful home, by all means. But, I mean, we've had to replace a water pump. You know, we wanted to upgrade the filtration system in our house because it just needed to be done, you know, to just a better quality filtration system, honestly, with the children that we have and stuff like that. But, like, those little things cost money. You know what I'm saying? Those are unexpected expenses.
Daycare, like,
so when it comes
flipped the script on us for like 3 weeks in a row.
Had us paying a ridiculous amount of money, you know, like out the woodwork. So when unexpected things come up, us as men, well, not even us as men, I'm going to speak personally for myself. I'm like, yo, I'm the man, so I'm going to handle it, even if it's putting me in a bind. You know what I mean? Well, that's what my mind state used to be. But now I know, okay, well, I need to communicate this with my wife. I need to say, hey, you know, we got a couple unexpected expenses coming up. You know,
what you got?
Yeah, how we gonna
handle this?
Here's where I'm at, and here how should we handle it? What do you think? Yeah. Here's my suggestion, recommendation, and we can go from there. We just have a dialogue about it. So
10 times out of 10, I'm like, don't worry about it. I got it.
Right, correct. Because we're a team.
We're good.
You know what I mean? So, you just gotta have, you know, you just gotta be effective communicators with each other and be solid.
All right, so we're gonna do one more question. We definitely did not get through all of the questions, but it's 9:04.
Yeah.
And so my baby is way past his bedtime. So we are.
Yeah.
Going to do one more question, and we're gonna close on out with the people's choice. And this is actually a text message question. What is off limits or to ask for in the bedroom?
What is off limits?
Yeah.
Or to ask for in the bedroom?
I'll give my answer first. I guess you look like you still kind of trying to think about your answer.
Yeah. Well, I pretty much know what my limitations are.
For me, I don't think there should be anything off limits without as long as there's a conversation prior to.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I got my own personal things that I don't want to do, but this question is for I'm not trying to personalize the answer to this question. I'm trying to make this a answer to where everybody can relate to it.
Okay.
That if I don't think there should ever be limits in the bedroom, but I think there should be a conversation.
Yeah. Of
what you okay with doing and what you're not okay with doing. I guess I can personalize it.
So then there's limits then.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. But I mean, if we have
because ain't no butt play over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my butt licked. I don't want no finger in my butt. I don't want you squeezing my booty in the kitchen, standing up while I'm washing dishes. You understand me? I don't want my butt. Now, granted,
I think that's just so. I mean, I
don't like my booty played with.
Black men are just so.
It ain't even
so
the black
basic,
man. I think just men, just in general.
No, I think black men just basic.
Some people enjoy it.
But you don't know if you enjoy it.
Let's not even.
And I'm not saying, y'all, that I'm trying to play up in no booty.
Let's not categorize.
But what I'm saying though is
let's not.
I think that you only feel like
personally. That. So for me, because some black men in general,
but
might enjoy their butt.
Nobody
squeeze.
But Charlemagne will admit that he likes his butt played in. Like he does not mind his woman in his ass.
Yeah, but some of our listeners may, enjoy it. Just me personally.
You don't know if you enjoy it.
Yeah, because it's uncomfortable when you squeeze my butt. I done got used to it because you just molest me at this point. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do it anyway without my consent. You know, so you harass me anyway, which is okay because you're my wife, and I done got used to it. You squeezing my butt, but
I duke you too.
No.
Like I just want to look back there.
Nah, it's nothing. You know
won't even let me look.
So that's totally off limits. Yep, ain't nothing going on.
So what's off limits for me? There ain't no penis going in my butt. Period.
Yeah. And that's cool. I ain't pressed for that.
You used to be.
I ain't never been pressed.
So you ain't never tried to have sex in my
I done made comments, yeah, but never like.
I ain't gonna call it pressed, but you wanted to do it.
Let's do this, please. Oh, you don't want me to do this? Come on, baby, please, baby, please. Nah.
And y'all, and another thing for me that
ain't my MO. I ain't gotta have that.
Don't pull my hair. Ain't no choking.
Yeah,
I ain't into that. Like, don't be physically harming me during sex. That's completely off limits. So I guess this is personalized.
It gotta be.
Yeah. Okay.
It gotta be.
But like I said, if you need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, about what is off limits for you, and then maybe if you can talk your spouse into, you know, agreeing to it, then cool. But for me personally, you're not finna slap me. You're not finna choke me.
Nah.
I don't even like to be talked to.
All things are possible through the grand rule of Jose Cuervo. You know what I'm saying? You get a little Jose Cuervo going, and anything's possible.
This man, okay, yeah, it wasn't all. What are you referencing?
You get a little Cuervo.
What did Cuervo do for you?
Huh?
What did Quavo do for you?
We'll leave that to another episode.
No, let's talk about it.
We'll leave that to uncut episode where we'll make it mature audience only.
Okay, whatever. Yeah. At this point, we done already took it there, so
we good. You
definitely gonna have to send that text like, "Don't listen to this episode."
So anyway, we ain't about to go. We ain't got time. But look, nothing really. I ain't gonna say, for me, I ain't gonna say nothing really because it is. The booty play.
What else besides that? Do you have anything else off limits?
Nah. None.
So when I tell you to lick my ass, why don't you do it?
Huh? What you mean? When?
I tell you to lick my ass.
Hey, like what Trick Daddy say? Eat a booty gang over here. I'm grown. But it ain't gonna be just no.
You've done it like a couple times.
I've done it a couple times, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no everyday activity, man. That's just not.
I guess
that's not something you do every day.
Yeah.
You feel?
Well, I guess.
That's not just everyday activity. You feel me? That's like
okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I hear you. Because for me, it's some certain things that ain't no everyday.
Right. Like what?
What?
Like what?
Y'all, I do.
Hold on. Do we really want to?
We talking. This is a question.
It is a question. Yeah. Well, anyways. Okay. Go ahead.
It's not off limits, but I really have to I need about a week to prepare.
Yeah.
For him to nut in my mouth, or my face and stuff. I don't like it. I do not like that.
Period.
Shit, y'all.
Point blank.
I do not like that.
So much
shit.
so it's only happened once in these 7 years of knowing each other. It's only happened once. So
no, it's happened twice.
Twice?
It's happened twice. It's happened twice.
Okay. Anyways, so there you go.
Yeah.
So that's borderline. That's borderline off limits. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a very special occasion.
It does have to be an occasion, but your birthday is coming up. You know. So I'm just y'all. Give me some feedback, ladies. Like, how y'all just tell me what I need to do to wanna do it, because.
Yeah, tell her.
Tell me, cause I ain't with it.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I was y'all. When I tell you, I was squinching my face so hard, I was clenching my face, y'all.
Man.
Oh my god.
Preparing, like, oh my god, she riding a roller coaster.
Yeah. I ain't with it.
Yeah, so she ain't really with that. It's borderline off limits for her, but it's not.
It's not off limits.
It's not. It's borderline though.
It's not. No, it's not. Yeah. Don't call it off limits.
Well, prove me wrong then, damn it.
It's not off limits.
Prove me wrong. We ain't got nothing but space and opportunity.
Anyways, yeah, but I don't think much should be off limits during sex. I just think it needs to be a conversation.
Yeah.
Where both of you guys are in agreement that, okay, this is going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, learn each other boundaries and stuff like that.
Yeah, because everybody, and it's okay to be in a marriage or a relationship and have boundaries. That's totally fine. Yeah. To have boundaries of what you like and what you don't like.
Right.
So as a wife, because mainly stuff like that falls on the woman. Do not feel like you have to do something that you're uncomfortable with just to satisfy your husband. If you are completely like, you know what, this ain't for me, don't do it.
Yeah.
Do not do it.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% with that. Don't do anything.
I'm with that too.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable because
you know what I'm saying. You will end up not being happy.
Yeah, or
you got to think about your own mental health too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and then. You know, your significant other just got to be understanding.
Just gonna have to deal with
it.
And
if they ain't understanding
just gonna have to deal with it. You have to respect people's boundaries.
Yeah.
So if people have things that are off limits, they're off limits.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've been trying to just see what it'll do for him. Like I ain't trying to lick his butt, but I know what it feel like when he playing my butt. So
that's for you.
I'm a girl though.
That's not for me.
But I'm a girl, so me doing it, nothing about that should be. You know, like ill to you.
It's ill. I'm not. I don't want to be involved.
I would make sure it's clean.
It's nothing.
I'll clean it for you prior to.
Nah. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? When I get 80, I don't even want you wiping my butt. I'm good.
Well, you walk around shitty if you want to.
I'm gonna have an 80 do that.
So you rather a stranger do it?
Yeah, it's less personal. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be back there looking at it in a different eye. There with a stranger's gonna be in there trying to get the hell on. Okay. You can be there, boy, I ain't see this in 50 years. What's going on in here?
Yeah, I know I be back there doing the most.
So
all right, y'all. So we appreciate the questions, y'all. This was awesome.
For sure.
People's choice. That's what we're going to call these episodes.
Yeah,
we get a lot of feedback, get a lot of questions. We're going to call it the People's Choice. We did not get through every question.
Yeah.
So next time we mic up, we will definitely get to more questions.
For sure.
And we're going to get back into more conversation about the early parts of our marriage.
Yeah.
And early, because the first year of our marriage was pretty. I wasn't gonna say rocky, but we went through a lot. So I definitely want to go back and have conversations about that, y'all. So
yeah, as we stated before, man, you're gonna know everything about us by the time it's all said.
All said and done, so you'll know the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you guys will understand and know that.
Yeah.
We go by our own tempo.
Correct, which is why we are
the Millennial Tempo.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Night.